I never ordered this dish on a restaurant menu because most of the times it's really underwhelming. So I decided, why not make my own version, make it a little bit healthier. Come on, let's get started.
Todo queda sabroso.
Our challenge today is to make chicken and waffles healthier. And we're going to achieve that by making a gluten-free sweet potato waffle. And instead of deep frying the chicken, we're going to air fry it, drizzle it with a spiced piloncillo syrup, and for some freshness, we're going to serve it with some pickled berries. Okay, to a mason jar, I'm going to add some lemon juice as well as lime juice. To that, I'm also going to add some apple cider vinegar, about 2 tablespoons. And then I'm going to add about the same 2 tablespoons of honey. Shake that around, get everything mixed up. And then I'm going to add my berries. The blackberries I kept whole, but I cut the strawberries in half. And we're just going to drop it right into that pickle mixture. Then I'm going to seal it up. Okay, now we're going to make the breading for the chicken. First thing I want to do is get a Ziploc bag. And I'm going to take those. What in the world? Is this glued on? There we go. I'm going to take those chips and pour it into the gallon bag. Close the bag, leaving some air in it because I want to take a rolling pin. And I'm simply just going to crush it. Okay, into the bag of the crushed tortilla chips, I'm going to add a little bit of spice. I have here some sazon by Luisa, you already know. We have salt, garlic powder, onion powder, oregano, pepper. I have some rubbed sage in there, a little paprika. And this is just going to flavor those crumbs a little bit. Mix that around. Okay, now we're going to do a marinade for the chicken. So we're going to add some Greek yogurt. Then I'm going to add some garlic. I'm also going to add Luisa sofrito. And of course, some hot sauce. A little bit of herbs just for color. And we're going to mix those ingredients around. Add that yogurt mixture to a Ziploc bag. Then we're going to take those chicken tenders, put them right in the bag. And then we're just going to massage that chicken around in that yogurt. And we're going to refrigerate this overnight. Okay, now we're going to prepare a chili dust. So this air fried chicken is going to get kind of like the Nashville hot treatment, but I'm going to be using Guajillo chilies. And then we have the chili árbol. De-seed the chilies. Okay, now we're going to take those chilies and we're going to put it in a cast iron pan. And we're going to toast these until it begins to char, and then we'll continue from there. Okay, so here we have our chili dust. To this, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, teaspoon of onion powder, and a teaspoon of oregano. I'm just going to mix that around. And there we have our chili dust for our air fried chicken. Okay, now we're going to bread our chicken with the crushed tortillas. The only thing I'm going to add to this is a little bit of olive oil, just so that as it's air frying, it has good color and it won't be all dried out. Then we're going to dump that out into a plate. And then here we have our marinated chicken. Shake off the excess. Okay, so here we have our air fryer baskets. Okay, then we're gonna take our beautiful tortilla breaded chicken tenders. Okay, now we're going to make our waffle batter. We're gonna start with the dry ingredients. We're gonna add 1 cup of gluten-free all-purpose flour. This is from a brand called Divided Sunset. 2 teaspoons of baking powder, a half teaspoon of cinnamon, and about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Place that aside. Now we're going to begin with our wet ingredients. First thing we have is the sweet potato that we baked. And it's perfectly cooked. Place it in the bowl. And then you can use a masher, but it's just as easy with a fork. Just mash that up. To that, we're gonna add 2 large eggs. I'm gonna mix that around so that the eggs and the sweet potato are thoroughly mixed together. Okay, to that, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of date syrup. And date syrup is low on the glycemic index, so it's a great sugar substitute. We're adding a 1/2 cup of olive oil. We're also gonna add a 1/4 cup of oat milk. You can use almond milk if you want, and then a teaspoon of vanilla. Then we're gonna give everything a good mix. Okay, now that this is mixed, we're going to incorporate our flour. Okay, and here we have our gluten-free sweet potato waffle mix. I have my waffle iron here, nice and hot, ready to go. I'm going to grab a nice ladle of that sweet potato waffle mix. And then wait until it's nice and crispy, about 3 minutes. Okay, now we're going to do our piloncillo syrup. Again, this is the piloncillo. And so we're gonna put that in a pot. We're also gonna put 1 cinnamon stick and 1 star anise. And then all we're gonna add to that is about a 1/2 cup. You could do 1/3 to a 1/2 cup of water. And then we're going to simmer this until the piloncillo has melted and has become a rich, thick syrup. We have the beautiful waffle here. Look at this. Oh, that's hot. Ho, ho, ho. Woo, that's hot. Okay, my chicken tenders are out of the oven. Beautiful. But we're not done yet. Remember that chili dust that we made? I just added some oil, and in the tradition of hot chicken, we're just going to coat that chicken tender with that oil, that chili oil. Now we're ready to plate. Okay, here we have our bowl. I'm gonna take that beautiful sweet potato waffle. Then we're gonna take that chicken, that chili hot chicken. And then here we have the pickled berries. Put them on one side, put them on the other side. We're going to drizzle the piloncillo syrup all over the chicken, all over the waffles. Oh. And so here we have it, the gluten-free sweet potato waffles with that chili hot chicken with the tortilla chip crust and pickled berries. Sabroso.
Todo queda sabroso.